welcome back, folks, to another edition of Crisis in the Toyverse. Today, we are going to be looking at the DC Collectibles Arrow Vixen figure. And right off the bat, it's confession time. Here's the truth. I bought this figure with customization in mind. I plan on having somebody resculpt the head so I could have a JSA-inspired version of this figure. I do not watch Arrow, but I did watch some clips leading up to this review so I can understand more about this character. And I got to give it to DC Collectibles. The sculpt on this thing looks tremendous. I think it's a very good interpretation, if you will. Sorry for the brain fart there. On the Vixen character that you see on the Arrow show. And I'm generally happy with this figure. It's what you expect with DC Collectibles. There's no denying that. But let me bring the figure in a little more so you can see more of the sculpt and all that fun stuff. So we can look at it together. So, bringing in Vixen a little more, if the camera will work with me, and if lighting will as well, you can see a very good head sculpt. It doesn't look quite like the actress, but I get what they're going with. So, it's a pass. I mean, like I said, a lot of DC Collectibles head sculpts, they're either hit or miss. That's not a knock or anything. I'm just pointing out that sometimes it's really spot on and other times it's not. Maybe if a customizer had this head a little more, they could play around with the paint and get it to work. But for me, it looks like the actress, but it doesn't at the same time. But the hair is sculpted very nicely. You got some nice shading in there. So I can appreciate that. As far as the body goes, there's nice little bits of wash on the figure itself. And the sculpting on the suit looks tremendous. Going down to the bottom here, there's some more paint on the knees. Look very nice. And the boots, the camera will focus, are nice and shiny. So, in that regard, I do appreciate the sculpting ability on DC Collectibles. That's for sure. Now, in terms of articulation, let's go ahead and start with the head sculpt, if we shall. Or not the head sculpt, but the head. The head really doesn't look down. I think that has to do with the hair. The hair is softer, a lot softer than the Supergirl figure that I reviewed earlier this week. So, that I appreciate. As far as movement with the head, she can go side to side and she can look all the way around. The hair doesn't inhibit it. The only thing, like I said, the hair inhibits is looking down or up because it's virtually not there. In terms of the upper body, like I've stated in previous DC Collectible reviews, this is a figure that does not have a diaphragm joint, an ab crunch, or a waist twist. So she's very static and lots of her posing. That's not to say you can't get good poses out of her. It's just that it's limited. So in terms of the arms do go out that much. They do go back down. They do go all the way around. She's got a lower bicep cut. She's got a single bend in the knee, or not the knee, but in the elbow. And it gives you good range of motion. Is it perfect? No, but it's good enough for what this figure is meant to be. In terms of the hand, it can rotate and hinge up and down. Going back to the head, or not the head, the upper body, I do appreciate the sculpting on the necklace. It's a very important part of the Vixen character, so that was also sculpted very nice. Now, back to articulation. As for the legs, she can do the splits. Can she kick forward? About that much. Wish it was a little more, but once again, it's not the end of the world. As far as going back, there's really no back movement. No thigh cut to speak of, but we do get double jointed knees. It'd be nice if there was a thigh cut to go with that, but since there's not, that is what it is. No boot cut to speak of. No ankle pivot or rocker. The feet just go up and they go down about that much. So, very basic articulation. For the price point that they're asking, it's fair. Is it perfect? No, but you name me one action figure that's not. You know, DC Collectibles is in a weird transition right now. And I hope we continue to get more figures from them, because I know I have complained about problems with this line, but I do enjoy the fact that they do try to make so many TV show figures. So let's go ahead and move her aside. I'm going to hit the pause button real quick here and get everything set up, and then we'll go over her accessories. Alright, in terms of accessories, we get a set of fisted hands, a set of open relaxed hands, and a set of like claw stylized hands. From the clips I've seen, usually when she's summoning the spirit of an animal, she's got the cool, you know, finger movements going on within her hands to reflect that animal. So that is nice that they included that. It would have been really cool to have like some sort of animal background type piece of plastic or something to show off those power effects. You can debate amongst yourself whether or not it warrants that. Personally, that's just something I would like to see. Let's go ahead and do the size comparison and call this our review a day. Alright folks, size comparison time. Right here we have 3 different CW superhero figures standing right next to each other. On the left side of your screen you got the Green Arrow figure, and on the right side of your screen you have the Supergirl figure, and in the middle you got Vixen. So, should you pick up this figure? That's a personal choice you're going to have to make for yourself, because if you're a fan of the show, then yes. If you're a fan of the character, I think she's a great addition. If you're collecting this line, go out and get it. But if you're just kind of on the fence and you're like, oh, I like Vixen, but I'm not sure, that's a decision between you and your wallet. But personally, I do enjoy the figure. There are some negatives about it, but overall, for the price point and what you're getting, it could be a lot worse. So that's going to do it for the review. A special shout out to some of our sponsors real quick. Go to extreme-sets.com to check out all backgrounds for your action figure needs. Also, go ahead and head over to bigbadtoystore.com for all your action figure and collectible needs. And go check out Undercover Capes at undercovercapes.com for all your geekery needs. There's a lot of needs here, folks, that need to be fulfilled. Last but not least, if you're a fan of toy photography, use the hashtag ToyLoverCrew on Instagram and throw at ToyLoverCrew a follow. You'll greatly appreciate it. As always, thank you so much for the support, and stay tuned at the end for the slideshow. And until next time, friends, tally ho.